Okay, so I haven't been doing as many videos lately because I was kind of taking a break after the election, so I slowed it up a little bit. But things are getting pretty crazy in our meth lab of a basement. So I mean, every single day feels like another episode of Saturday Night Live, or Carol Burnett show coming in with a clown car and a bunch of people just tumbling out. It just every single day it feels like this right now. So, just a quick recap on the most serious issues that are going on. Donald Trump wants to, they are throwing around the idea of suspending habeas corpus. And that's basically your right to any kind of due process, which means doesn't matter who you are, where you live, if you're born there, not born there, immigrant, naturalized, whatever, they can pick you up, arrest you, throw you in a cell, and give you zero opportunity to discuss it, to rebut it, to get a lawyer, to see a judge, just nothing. They'll just take you and that's it. They've openly got ICE agents that I'm sure are, hardcore Proud Boy MAGA supporters that signed up to get a pew-pew in Washington, D.C., and these people have now been given pew-pews and masks, and they are arresting people off the street with no warrants, no paperwork, no even badges or uniforms, nothing. Just a bunch of guys dressed up in tactical gear with weapons and masks, and they're abducting people off the street. There are people being deported to other countries, regardless of what their home country is. That doesn't matter. It's just if you're arrested, you're going. They're arresting people for having the wrong tattoos. They aren't even giving these people a chance to show their ID or their birth certificates. Too late. You've been swept off to El Salvador. They now have U.S. military or ICE patrols at exits from the United States, so at the Canadian border over in BC, and I believe down at the Detroit border. If it's not the Detroit border, it's the one over near New York. And there's American police, and they are interviewing people as they're leaving the country. So it's almost like Americans almost need permission to leave their country. They are actively threatening news media organizations with lawsuits to shut them down. There's a young man on social media named Aaron Parnas, who's an independent journalist who just reports news straight up, no bias left or right. He reports straight facts. Fox News and Pam Bondi have called for his head, for people to basically figure out who he is and deal with it. Donald Trump's taking a $400 million plane from another country that has been known to support terrorism, supposedly. Just a $400 million jet that, couldn't possibly have any be like a Trojan horse or anything. Not to mention it's absolutely against the law for a president to accept any sort of gift. They had a fit when Hillary Clinton was offered a necklace that she wore one night. The blatant hypocrisy of the fact that they don't seem to have a problem with Donald Trump taking this airplane, but yet Hunter Biden was the talk of the town for 4 years. They were trying to prove Hunter Biden did business with another country. Meanwhile, all Trump's kids are building Trump plazas in all of these countries. That's what's happening right now. Other countries are donating billions of dollars in Bitcoin or crypto coin to Trump coin to hand him money. He's offering citizenship status for $5 million, a gold card. He is actively deporting anybody who is black and brown. But if you're a South African white person who has been, oppressed, you're more than welcome to come to the United States. There are many countries on the list who have now marked the United States as, travel warning, advisory. They don't advise traveling to the United States anymore. People are being advised to take their face scanner and thumbprint scanners off their phones so that it's only a code to log in, because heaven forbid you get arrested and they check your phone and you have anything negative to say about Donald Trump, you'll end up in jail. They've given ICE agents permission to enter anybody's home if they suspect that there is an illegal immigrant inside. And with some of these people and their Second Amendment rights to bear arms, people are going to get hurt. Things in the United States are now kind of past the point of no return. Unless they stand up and do something now, and arm in arm, protest all the way to the Capitol, physically remove this man from office, do something, we are going to have an absolute dictator next door to us. Absolutely no doubt. And how do you think Ukraine ended up being next door to Russia? I'm not saying people need to build bomb shelters. And I'm not saying you need to, panic, but I am saying maybe you might want to prepare a little bit. Never hurts to have a couple extra cases of water lying around the house, or maybe soup goes on sale and you get a couple extra cans, or some dried goods, maybe some pasta, you see it go on sale. Grab a little bit extra than you would last time. It just doesn't hurt to be prepared. That's all. That's all I'm saying. If you want to grow a little garden in your backyard with some tomatoes and cucumbers because they, might be a little more expensive down the road, then, do that. I mean, I have faith in our prime minister. I have faith in where we're headed. I have faith in the way he's going to take care of our economy. But we have a madman dictator south of our border. And that man is so unpredictable, we have no idea at any point what he's capable of doing. Now, I'm sure in the end, we have all our friends in NATO and, all of the things. And I'm sure if anything actually did happen, Canada would absolutely win. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in the meantime, stuff happens. In the meantime, he shuts the highways so that trucks can't come across the border with food, or, he shuts down airports in the United States for any Canadian planes landing with cargo. You don't know what this crazy man is capable of doing. We already know that he's not actually got a plan for the US, that he has zero plan on how to make the country better. It's not like he needs to pay attention to what's happening. He is literally grifting the entire country for as much cash as he can get before he can hop on that flying palace and fly over to the Middle East with his buddies Netanyahu and whoever else he's got over there. He's just grifting the American people. And while he's doing that, he does not care about America's reputation. He doesn't care about their economy. He doesn't care about their people. And he is absolutely unhinged. So we do not know what he's going to do. So if you know some people that haven't been paying attention to politics, they don't know what's going on in the world, now's the time. Now's the time to let them know. Now's the time to wake up grandma and be like, hey, have you heard what's going on in the United States? Now's the time to be telling everybody. Everybody should be know what is going on right now downstairs, because this is it. This is the constitutional crisis. This is the 100% Schmittler dictatorship, concentration camp, G-side. This is all of it. So if you know people that aren't paying attention, ask them to start paying attention.